back to the channel. So today I took off work and we are going to look at daycares. I am so sad in my heart, but excited for Nahla, but I'm just not excited. Yesterday when we were talking about the daycare situation, because on our town and neighborhood Facebook page, everybody was talking about daycares and open enrollment. So when I started looking into it and calling around for daycares, they were saying that it's the season to enroll, and we would need to go ahead and get her enrolled if we wanted to start her this year, even if she didn't start right now because of COVID. We would need to go ahead and pay the fees and secure her spot. And so we haven't looked at any daycares the past year. She's been home with me, and she'll be one at the end of next month. And so we are looking into putting her in daycare starting in April. And y'all, your girl is tore up inside. So yesterday I had multiple meltdowns. I did not sleep very well. I tossed and turned and had dreams all about it all night. But my wife continues to tell me it is time for her to socialize and have friends and know life outside of us in our village, because that's all she knows. So I'm excited, but I'm nervous for her. Just as a mom, I'm like, what if somebody hurts her? There's sickos out here. I'm not ready, but I have to get ready. So we're gonna look at 3 daycares today. Oh, she said education purposes and stuff as well, because when I'm working, she's just kind of watching TV and stuff, and I give her the education and work with her on my lunch break and throughout the day, and especially when I get off. But it's just not constant like Olivia would like. So the education part of it as well, and her just developing with more reading time. I think most of these are faith-based as well, but of course we will also teach her deeper meanings of the scriptures she learns and stuff like that, because I feel like sometimes schools in the world will interpret certain scriptures but not tell you all of what it means. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I will not post the daycares themselves on which ones we tour, but I will give you guys a rundown and then tell you guys which ones we chose, but I won't say the name for her security. And tell them, Nahla, say hi. Y'all, she has on her little raincoat. She has on her little raincoat today because it's raining here in Birmingham really bad. So, all right, you guys, I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so we went to the first daycare kind of close by our house. And when we got there, it was just a little disorganized. There was a lot of kids crying and kind of just really noisy. And then the lady was like, oh, you guys scheduled a tour? And we were like, yeah, we spoke with you yesterday. And we got a bunch of reminder emails. And then she's like, oh, well, I'm down 4 teachers for the day. So I'm obviously I think she said the word was sitting basically. So we looked right behind her, and there was 2 babies in the little cedars. And I'm like, okay, are you about to leave them and give us a tour? Because that lets me know you're not watching the kids. And it was just completely disorganized, so it was a no. And then she was like, well, when are you guys wanting her to start? And we were in April. And then she's like, oh, I don't think we have room until August. So that was a waste of our time. We went to the second one. We weren't supposed to be there till 11:30, but we called and they told us we can come at 10:30. So we went. The place was really nice. The people were really nice. They were very clean. I still just didn't get a sense of security, because they just have a little sign-in sheet or whatever, and I just think about Joe Schmo could just come up there and say hey, I want to check out Nahla, and then they do that. And yes, they said they check the they check to make sure on the list, but what if they say there's somebody but they're really not, or if the teacher's kind of flustered or having a bad day and doesn't check the list, and it's okay, yeah, go ahead and sign and get her out, so we saw the classroom. We didn't get to go in because of COVID, but seeing all the kids play that would be in her class or whatever was really cute. And seeing the little cots and her little cubby. I also watched a teacher, they were changing somebody's diaper, so the baby was trying to flip over, and I was watching her are you using extreme force, or how much force are you using? But she used enough force, that was reasonable to me. They did have teachers of color, I saw, so that was really important. Just because, you know, for me, it's about representation. If they had all Caucasian teachers, I would be a little bit worried, just because they need to have children or teachers of diverse backgrounds. That's Hispanic, people of color, so Hispanic, Asian, Native American, African American, you know, just of all different types, because there's all different types of children from the background. They also said that that was the most expensive daycare we went to, so they wanted like $12.05 a month. That's for 5 days a week. They're open from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. But to me, it felt like you were just paying for the security footage, because the parents have 24/7 access to see their kids in the classroom during the day. But to me, like they seem to get balanced meals and things like that, but it seems like you're paying for the security footage and not the resources, because for that much and as many kids as they have, like, I expect the facility to be larger or just give a little bit more zhuzh. So the facility was nice though, and it's definitely a backup option for us. But we have another tour at 2:30, and we're just getting really good vibes. It's just something about this place that I'm just getting a good vibe from. So my anxiety is going down. I don't have anxiety normally, but this situation, just seeing, like, especially because of COVID, it's like when I saw the kids, I was like, oh, they're so cute, but like, oh, they're so close, and they're so honest. Like, you can't socially distance 1-year-olds because, you know, they don't know any better, and you're there for socialization. So I just thought about, like, what if somebody's parent has COVID and then they have to give the kid COVID, and then the kid gets Nahla COVID. But I just think about so many things, because this world is so crazy. And like when I was sleeping last night, I just had so many like different scenarios of like, what if somebody bites Nahla, hits Nahla, they try and do something inappropriate to her. You know, there's just so many creeps, or like the teacher tries to kiss her. It's just so many different things, but they were so nice. And then like it kind of freaked me out, because they kept saying like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, she's so beautiful. And I'm just like, thank you, but like, I don't want you to touch her, or like kiss her face or something like that. So I just don't know, but I'm hoping this last one, it is a little less expensive. They only want $1,000 a month, which is still pricey. That's almost, well, no, our mortgage is more than that, quite a bit. But that's like that's some people's rent and some people's mortgages, and it's really expensive, but I'm just getting good vibes. And this last place, too, one thing I really liked was that they said like they have a lot of bilingual kids. So not just Spanish, but a lot of the kids speak Arabic, Chinese, or Mandarin, Russian, some Spanish. So they incorporate different languages, not just Spanish, but we want her to be bilingual. So we are trying to look for a facility that incorporates Spanish as a second language for her. We're also going to be practicing at home with her, because she's 50% Hispanic. So we're going to see. Bye, guys. All right, you guys. So we're at the third daycare. We had a diaper change back there because somebody, of course, like I said in the last video, pooped on the go. So thank God for her wet bag. We had to change her clothes, change her diaper, all that good stuff. But we are ready to go. This time I made a list of questions because we are really excited about this daycare. Say hi. Y'all, she does not want to go in her car seat, but we have to go in a minute, so I'll keep you guys posted. So we went to the last and final daycare, and it was such a winner. So from the jump, just what sold us was the security measures that they take. So if you are a visitor, you have to like buzz in. You have to push the button and they buzz you in. If you are a parent, you have to put in a code outside. Then when you go in as a parent or a pickup person, you have to put your fingerprint down. Then you have to put in another code to go through another door. So there's 3 security checkpoints before you even get back there to where the kids are located, which we thought was just so awesome and so secure. And I literally had, so this is my paper, this many questions for them. And as you can see, I asked each one and scratched them out. And the director was so nice and answered all of my questions and what was most important to us, as well as we wanted to make sure like how they felt about same-sex families. So when I asked that, he was like, you guys are like the 3rd or 4th family. Like he was like low-key offended that I asked that. So it was just really relieving to hear that. And just like he was like, because it's a faith-based program, and he said they're non-denomination, but he was like, you know, God created you, me, her, Nahla. So, you know, it was just really, really good to know that they weren't judging us or felt some type of way about same-sex families. And the place was super, super, super organized. So they sent us, before we even went, because I called, Olivia and I called yesterday to get more information. And so the young lady was like, I'm going to send you guys over like an information packet. And it was just super, super, super detailed and like just like a presentation, and had like not all my questions answered, but most questions most people would want, and like a copy of the schedule, like stuff that they would eat. I mean, it was just so organized, and it is pricey, to some, because when we said the price, some people are like, what the hell? But it's $1,000 a month, but that includes like diapering, food, all that type of stuff. And like they are just so education based as well. So they don't have a TV in the classroom, and it's just about like playtime, education. Like she has her own crib with her own name on it, her own cot, so no other kids share the stuff, so we can like bring her own bedding. And I'm the type of mom, I want her to have her own stuff. I don't want sharing like of like personal items. So it's just really good to know like she'll have her crib sheets, her own mat. The teachers were so nice. The whole facility, everybody was just so nice and kind. They're like cleaning the classrooms like 5 times a day. And then on top of that, we went, the 2 teachers that are going to be in Nahla's class, or her teachers, like had like this basket full of like rags and bibs. So Olivia was like, what is that? And because they clean 5 times a day, they have rags for each like thing they clean. So like they have a red rag just for like the changing station, you know, because the baby might poop or pee or whatever. So they have like but even if not, they still clean 5 times a day. But they have a red rag for that. They have like a blue rag to clean the tables off. They have another color rag to clean the toys off. Like they just have such heavy cleaning procedures. But even pre-COVID, they were a really, really clean facility, because we toured it when we were pregnant, I don't remember if we toured it or looked into it, but they were a really, really, really clean facility, and we got a word of mouth recommendation to go to them. They also teach babies sign language. They also incorporate Spanish into the program. I mean, they're just so inclusive, such a great atmosphere. So I actually feel like at peace with this decision, because I mean, I cried at the facility when we were talking to the director, because just looking at the kids in the class, I was just like, oh, it's gonna be my baby in a month and a half. But I feel really, really good leaving her in the hands of these caretakers while we work and hustle and grind to provide a good life for her. And it was so funny, because I was like, oh, okay, well, like, so they were like, it's $150 to like secure her spot for April, and it's $250 a week. So we were like, oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking like, oh, we'll just do it next week. Olivia's like, okay, so the bank's right across the street. Like, let's go ahead and like do this now, because I don't want to mess around and like somebody else take her spot. So we asked so many questions and talked, and he gave us just such an extensive tour, like all the other classes that she's gonna progress to, the play area, even like the infant area, because we want another baby. So it was just so great. And it started at 2:30. We didn't leave till like after 4. That's how long it was. And so we went to the bank. They don't close till like 6:30. So we went to the bank, got everything, and I don't think they were expecting us back, because Olivia went to like give them the paperwork and like the money, and the lady was like, oh, you're back already so soon. So we're really excited. I'm gonna keep you guys up to date on like the journey because it's gonna be tough and I'm not ready, but I'm kind of ready because I'm excited for her to learn and grow and have other kids. And they had like black teachers there, which I said earlier was super important to me at the other facility, but they had black teachers at her facility too. She actually had like a little black boy in her class, and he was so handsome and cute. So, you know, he might be trying to hit on her or whatever, but she said no. Look, y'all, she said no. Nahla, you gonna have like a little boyfriend? Anyway, so we're gonna see, but it was so cute. And now she's saying no as I turn the camera. But I'm so excited, and I'm gonna keep you guys abreast of what's going on in our journey. Love you guys. So you guys, we're back with an update. So we decided that we were gonna start her in a month, in 2 weeks. But after talking, sitting on it, praying on it, she's actually gonna start school on Tuesday. So they're closed Monday for teacher training and other stuff. So she can't start Monday, but we're really, really excited. And then y'all, last night I just had all type of like mommy guilt of like, is she gonna feel abandoned? Is like childcare a bad, like daycare a bad thing? And so I read on like just a few sites that like children that start daycare before 4 years old can show like signs of aggression. So I started freaking out. So I read like all these mommy forums and stuff, and it made me feel so much better. Just because it makes me feel better, like I'm having to work and trying to go into my other career and stuff like that. And so it gives me time also and Olivia to do the things that we need to do. So a happy mom is a happy baby. So I just felt really a lot better about the decision, because I was feeling really great about it, and then all of a sudden my mind just started trying to psych me out, but I feel good. I'm just excited, like the curriculum, the teachers, the food. I mean, I'm just so excited, you guys, because anybody that knows me knows this was not an easy decision. I was super like, I mean, I was like anti-daycare, like it had to be the right one, but I feel like this is such a fit for our family. And just the response that was given about LGBTQ families, and that there's like 3 or 4 other families there, just makes me feel so at ease. And I'm sad though, because I'm so used, since she's been born, it's been me and her 24/7 since she was born. So it's going to be an adjustment for both of us, but I'm excited for her to make friends and learn that it's okay to trust other good people out in this world. And so yeah, I'm just excited for her and her journey. So yeah, I took the day off of work, and I am going to go with Olivia, my sister, to drop her off. And we filled out all the paperwork. Literally, we toured Friday and our mind was made up, and we did everything Thursday. And then we went back and we took the application in the 150, like to hold her spot that same day. And then Friday we like called and was like, hey, can she start on Monday? And they were like, absolutely. So that's where we are. And they ain't got no masks or nothing. Y'all. But yeah, we're super excited. So I'll keep you guys posted. We're out shopping for her just because she has all the stuff for her bag. Like, and all her supplies and stuff to go. And there's just a little bit left that's coming from Amazon tomorrow. Like her bag that I'm going to send her with, and like her nap time mat and stuff like that. But we just got to get her some clothes and shoes, because some of her pants are 9 months, so they're too small. So I'll keep you guys posted.